All right, hello and welcome back as we are getting ready for our final game of the night as we are going to have the New York Nightmare taking on the Havana Highflyers. Give me just 1 minute to make sure the info is sent out. And then we are just waiting for everyone to get joined up and we'll get into this one. As you can see on your screen, New York sitting in fifth at 3-3, while Havana are in ninth at 1-5. Also, both an easy game and a harder game, although it's much harder for Havana in their upcoming schedule. And it is just kind of rough a little bit for Havana overall. As we can move over to our weekly schedule, you can see 3 games down, all sweeps. We'll see if we break that trend here because I'm not completely sure. As we can then move over to our standings where you can see 3 teams up at the top, colored in green, and then Calgary waiting to see if Santa Carla and New York will join them. Then the bottom 4, 2 of them have already lost. We'll see if the others follow suit. Again, that does leave our 3 clinched teams, marking half of the pool that will get there, with Hanoi being first, as in the standings. Look at our scenarios. Again, New York, the one to focus on since they're in this game. They need a win and those 3 teams to lose. Arcadia and Steinhatchee already have, so they're just waiting on Miami tomorrow night. Similarly, Santa Carla watching for Havana to lose this one, then they will just need to win tomorrow night. And then for Calgary, they have already won, but they're waiting on Havana and Miami. Looking at our play-ins teams then, Steinhatchee have already lost, so they're waiting to see if New York and Santa Carla win to lock them to the bottom 4. Miami waiting on both a New York win here and them losing. And then finally, Havana would need a loss and Santa Carla to win. And Arcadia just waiting on, as we've said, New York and Santa Carla. So both of these 2 games will matter. Nothing will guarantee a team to be clinched or locked to the bottom 4. But prediction's still open. If Havana are to win this series, then a lot of things, in fact, nothing will happen this week. So we can guarantee that things won't happen, but we can't guarantee that they do happen. Looking at our stats then, Nate and Banks are the key players, with the averages 5-1 in favor of New York, Demos being the exception, which is rare, with it being that instead of saves. Then it is Nate, of course, who, it's interesting, is leading everything except shots, which is a tie between both of his teammates, and saves, which is a tie between both of his teammates. And then on the other side, similarly, Banks leading everything except shot percentage, which is a tie between his teammates. But okay, red guy might need a few. I'll message code that. I don't know what exactly he meant by that, but I'll let code know just so he knows that we are, I guess, waiting a bit. But yeah, so of course a pretty new roster here for Havana, as we just recently saw that they had it would have been Zach and Jam, but then Jam gets traded for Banks from Santa Carla, and then we see a trade of it was Zach for Mincy, and then Mincy ends up going, or then Zach ends up getting dropped and swapped for Mello, I think, and then, or honestly, I don't remember the chaos, but it ended up with, I think, a player got dropped, and then instead of getting fully re-signed, he picked up Mello, and Chicago got Zach. I think they had to drop Zach for the game, and then instead of re-signing him, he allowed Chicago to sign them and got Mello instead, was the situation there. And so they have until, red guy has until 10:10 to get back in there. So we'll see. Yeah, I mean, New York have been consistent. Havana are definitely a little bit different. They played with this roster last week, so it's not a new change, but it is a bit different. So, yeah, we are just waiting. For Red Guy to get in. We'll see about that happening. But yeah, I think assuming the game happens and everything, it's looking pretty Nightmare favored. Honestly, that's a good question, Bloom. He's definitely GC. I think he's been GC too. He's been just kind of a strong player. I don't think he won in Pixel. I think he was on Deadwood and they made like semifinals. Then he ends up going up to Prism. And he's been on several pretty good teams and a couple teams that have struggled out of the gate. I wouldn't say he's a player that will take over like a lobby, but he's definitely a good piece for a team. And I think obviously he has the best stats on their team right now, probably from his time with Santa Carla. And it feels like they're going to kind of rely on him to be the main threat. Obviously, Red Guy, we expect him to get demos, and he is pretty high in that, although Banks is kind of surprisingly higher. But again, I guess that was his role with the Freaks. Yeah, no, I think if anyone on Havana is a carry, it's gonna be Banks. But I don't think that's a player you rely on for that. I think the goal for Havana is hope New York don't punish them too hard, maybe have a bit of a rough game, and then they're able to just kind of take advantage through clean play. Because I don't think we're going to see them outspeed them. We're certainly not going to see them out mechanic Nate and Code. So I think if Nightmare are on, they are very, very heavily favored here. But if they kind of struggle, maybe we see a punish the other way. But yeah, I think Havana are on a rough spot on the season. And yeah, it's a little rough. As we just have a couple more minutes here, I guess. We're waiting. I'm not sure what exactly Red Guy was doing. And I'm not sure why he actually would have. I do, Bloom. I think that makes sense to me. The thing is, Code is obviously a freestyler. He has incredible mechanics. That's what he does. I don't know how hard he plays the game. And I don't know how good of a threes player he has been. That has been probably one of the main criticisms in his time in the league. And I think he's gotten significantly better. And obviously, I don't think he played last season, so there's a bit of a gap where he continued to improve. But I think he's very good mechanically. He's a good piece for your team. But he can be kind of hard to play around, and I don't know how much of a full threes player he is. So, and of course, talking rank, you're probably talking twos, which is much more open for him. But still, given that he focuses on mechanics, has really good mechanics, especially as a freestyler, I could see that not transferring fully to a higher ranked game. As I'm going to ask for an update. I'm not sure. Okay, never mind. We're good. I was like, we're getting kind of close. I'm going to ask for an update. And as I sent that message, Red Guy's in. Mello said 15 seconds. I'm guessing he had a timer. Someone did join the wrong team. It looks like we're right now. I think is a kickoff good? I don't know. They're going. No one said anything, so I think we're good, or at least good enough. This one's played away. I don't know. It's interesting. I would guess with Santa Carla, that was kind of what Banks ended up doing. As there's an early play, though. Okay. I didn't say it. I probably would have predicted New York 3-0, but that's a pretty good start as Banks gets the pass out. Mello slams the shot, just tips in off the bar, And it is already 1-0 for Havana, 11 seconds in. But I would guess because that team was very Andy-centric, with Banks and Huntu kind of being the 2-3 that the more they help out, the better that team will do. And Banks is definitely the faster between him and Huntu. So I could see him being the more mechanical, get the stats, and then also try to be around the field disrupting and getting demos to open things up. I didn't watch the team closely enough to notice that, but he has the demos to support that that's probably what was happening. As Nate's able to block this one out to the side. Red guy trying to play it around, pass down, Mello jumping in, Jared will get the clear away. Banks now bringing it down, popped out off the corner, now played off the left wall, Nate racing in, tries to play it forward, it's wide for now, could have been a follow, but Banks with a good bump. Code now skies it off the bar. Banks over to the left, trying to drop it down, Nate pretty even on the 50, Code far downfield, forced to wait here, and that one will pop over him. Red guy, 50'd, but Mello is there. 2-0. Havana double the lead. As the Highflyers are starting pretty strong here. A minute 15 into the game, it's already 2-0 in favor. And how about 3 off the kickoff? It's just accelerating here as Banks sees it land in front of him and just walks it on in. And just like that, it is already 3 goals in a minute 20 for this Havana squad. I think they'd struggled through several weeks. They make the roster changes that on paper should have made the roster weaker. Kind of cements that they might be the power ranked lowest team in the league, but I mean, it's not looking like it so far because they are putting it to New York, and so far there hasn't been much of a response. Mello now another pass out. It might be open. It's popped up high, but a red guy is there. He makes it look easy. It is 4-0 for Havana. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's happening here, but it looks pretty good for Havana, I gotta be honest. This one's off the left side. I mean, that's fair, that's fair. Jared trying to catch it. It's flicked up high in the air. Code trying to follow it up. Pinched downfield. Now Banks bringing it up the right side. Dunked around again. Nate racing in. And it goes in. That breaks up the shutout. And it's goal number 1 on the board for New York. Nate, a low shot under one. Just barely sneaks in the post around another. And so, that breaks up the Havana momentum. Still a ways to go for them to make a comeback here in this first game. But at the very least, it's something for them to hang their hat on. As we're approaching the halfway point here, still a 3-goal lead. Jared clears it downfield, it's knocked across. Now centering down, Code around the corner, looking for the play, but Banks is there to knock it away. Nate on it again, around the corner, centering down, cleared away by Red Guy. That'll go all the way down to the corners. Now it pops back out. It's Mello in the air. Staying behind it, 50'd wide. Code on it next. Bouncing around, this one cleared away. Red Guy now going to get slowed down, but I think the main storyline of the last minute or so is that nothing has happened, and that is perfect for Havana. Havana, of course, still carrying a massive lead, that the more this game slows down, the more time that passes, the more likely they are to just walk away with this win. So even if the momentum has stabilized, even if New York have maybe looked a little bit favored, as long as they aren't scoring, it doesn't mean much. Banks gonna fly above that one. Code trying to control it. He'll get by 1, but Mello gets the next 50. Mello now flipping back to it. He'll get the touch forward. Nate will knock it wide for now. Jared now off the right wall, centering down again. Banks waiting, has to make the play, but it's Jared on the dunk and Nate on the finish. New York get a second on the board. It's 4-2. Still a 2-goal lead, but hey, Again, it's a little bit closer. 84 seconds. Red guy diving in, beat to it. It'll get down the sideline. Mello trying to clear, but Code is there. Shot down wide, popped away at Nate. Rolling, scoring. 3-4. 1-goal game. Code puts the pressure on, and Nate finds the bottom right corner. From 4-0 to 4-3. New York are 1 goal away with 73 left to go. But will it be Boston in game 2, or can they finish the job? Jared trying to follow it up. It'll center out again. Dropping down. Code can't get there, but Nate will. 1 minute left to go. Mello off the left side. Now down off the ceiling again. It's a low boost for New York, but Code still slams that downfield, and that'll force a full reset. Red guy now from his back wall doesn't have a flip. Trying to play the 50. Jared will knock to the side, but it still ends up with Mello, who can clear it downfield. Code now ends up with possession, but kind of gives it away. Only getting 1 touch there. Still, it's Nate who ends up there. Pass down. Code getting disrupted. Tries to get control. It gets away from him, and Nate's shot a little bit too extreme on the angle. Mello now getting it away. Code another one up off the back wall. Nate in the air. Banks with a clean pre-jump. Nate gonna sit there to make sure he gets the boost, as his team will try to play it forward again. Jared the 50, Code in the air, gets it back wall, Banks is there. Time running out. New York pull it close, but their time is dwindling. And if it finds the ground, Havana eke away with a game 1 win. 4-3, a whole lot closer than it looked, but as they managed to outshoot them 10-7, they'll get that 1 extra goal on the board. And so, as we look forward towards game number 2 on DFH Stadium, it is Havana with the lead in the series, but it is momentum pretty clearly in favor of New York. And so we'll see, can the blue side pull it back, or can Havana regain their momentum as we go again with a fresh 0-0 scoreboard? Definitely a much happier place for New York, as we see Banks, despite the win, switching out into the Octane. See if that helps. Nate now waiting under it. He'll pop it up in the air again, going for the air dribble, getting it to the back wall, but Red guy blocks it down. Jared now recentered. Mello will bang it away on target, but Code is back in time as that shot rings wide by Red guy, but a demo comes through to just keep the pressure rolling. Nate out off the side wall. Banks to recenter. Jared diving in, gets the save away. Nate now along clear, but Banks will jump up and get a piece of it. Out towards Code. He'll try to control it, waiting under it. Nate will take it away, but that one's harmless. Around off the outside again, rolling around the corner. Code to drop it down. 50'd all the way away. Banks to clear in. Jared away off the left wall. Red guy now around the corner again, trying to get this one away. Nate with control, pop up, but Banks already read it. Around the outside. Now Code letting that one drop. It's bouncing forward, now out wide off the post. Code trying to play it back away. Jared off the back wall. And dunked wide again. That one now is wide. Banks trying to wait with it. 50 forward around the corner. Jared trying to drop it down. Nate off the back wall. 50 to wide away again. Now Nate waiting under it. This one around the outside, dropping down to Code. Hill played off the left wall, approaching 2 minutes played. Still nothing on the board just yet. Jared another 50, Mello. Trying to wait under it as now Nate takes control, looking for a cut. 50 back towards Code. Code the fake, the 50, but Mello's able to get it away. Jared now another one banged in. He'll try to jump up. He's running out of boost. It goes just wide, and Code can't get it. Now off the right side again. This one centered in. Back off the left wall, dropping in. Code shot down. Saved up high by Banks. We will cross halftime. Still scoreless in game number 2. Feed off the left wall again. Nate, just another bang. It has been endless New York pressure, but somehow Havana have not broken, and they will be rewarded. Mello on the other end slams it in from the sidewall. It goes bar down, and the Highflyers lead. Now pushed back into the corner. Code trying to drop it down. 50 towards the back wall again. Now bouncing away. That one up towards the ceiling. 2 minutes left to play. Mello a shot. Jared will pop it away. Banks down into the corner, dropping down again. Code will get it out down the sideline. Mello gonna get bumped off it. Nate trying to wait behind it. Looking to get it around the corner. This one now controlled by Red Guy as Jared jumps in. Off the back wall, 50 away by Banks. 100 seconds left to go. Now up in the air again for Nate. Looking for a touchdown. Code will be on it, bouncing it forward. It's out to the right side. Now Red Guy following it up again. Mello downfield. Now popped up by Jared. Mello dives in. Down off the ceiling again. Nate trying to jump up. Plays it to the back wall. Bouncing back down. Won't be there. Now Code off the backboard again. Bouncing back down. Banks just able to play that one out to the side. Banks will try to drop it in again. Nate down into the corner. Bouncing out. Red Guy will keep it away for now. Jared around the outside. Mello will try to keep it close. Code now from the left wall. It'll pop towards the net, but it's cleared away by Banks. Under 1 minute left to go. Red Guy plays it out off the left side. Jared looking for another clear away. Banks to play it down. Red Guy to redirect it forward. Banks will wait, but Nate gets the clear. 35 seconds left to go. It's been a slow game, but New York all the worse for it. They haven't scored. They're down 1-0, and they're on the brink of facing match point. Jared waiting under it, trying to play it in. Now this one rolled down the sideline. Nate trying to cut it down, looking for the flick. It might be in. It is in. Nate ties the game with 14 left to go as he just flicks it from the sidewall and it manages to beat everyone. And so we approach the end of regulation. Jared another pop, saved by Red Guy. Code up next. Reset opportunity. Or rather just trying to control it. As Jared plays it forward. Looking for a double across. It'll get across, but it'll only find ground as we head to golden goal in game number 2. New York with a late equalizer, trying to now equalize the series. But Havana 1 goal away from a 2-0 match point. Banks comes up huge with 2 blocks. Nate trying to play it forward, looking for a double, won't find it. Jared will dive in. Mello gets a save. Code now unable to get that touch. He'll look for a back pass, but Mello's still on it. He'll earn a 50, and that'll push over towards Red Guy. Still Jared's up uncontested. His touch gets just barely over Red Guy. Banks now the one slowing it down. He'll have the pop forward. Now down off the left side. Mello will play it away again. Banks trying to drop it down. This one over to the right side. Red Guy tracking it down and waiting under it as Jared gets another one forward. Approaching 1 minute played as Code just barely picks that one out of the net. Now played back in again. Nate trying to get it away. Following it up. Mello pops it high off the backboard. Red Guy there. Jared clears it away. Mello though a boost steal as Havana continue to push. Jared dunked back in by Mello. Code takes it away, but it'll be Red Guy diving in next. That one rolled across, though. Nate is there. He's ready for it. Banks will get a catch, and he'll beat Nate now. 90 seconds in, still going. Jared trying to get it forward. Banks to catch. Back towards his own net, but that flick will help out. Code now trying to cut, but it's won by Red Guy before Nate bangs it towards the back wall. Banks catches it there. Brought down by Nate. 50'd back, but no one can jump except Banks. Jared now down off the corner. It'll bounce away again. Nate off the backboard. Demo there. Nate scores. New York tie the series. A clean demo of cleaner double. And it's 2-1 in the game and 1-1 in the series. It looked dicey for New York, but they do enough as they outshoot them 12-7 and outscore them 2-1, just barely getting the win in OT there. And so as we quickly look towards game number 3, momentum continues to be with New York, but boy, was that one difficult. And so we'll see as we roll on to Urban Central. The series is even. It's the first non-sweep of the week in Prism. But will New York continue to pull away with their momentum, or can Havana pull it back into their favor? As we load in one game here to decide who gets to match point first, who gets control of the series. Red Guy trying to follow this one, but will be forced to drop down as it'll be Mello to pick it up next, but he's bumped on the ceiling. Mello now a high bouncing ball. Banks heat seeks to the car. But Red Guy's shot is saved away by Jared. Nate now forces it away. Mello tries to catch, but Code is there. He'll double it towards center. Jared off the post. Code saved by Red Guy. He barely clips it and it'll hit off the post and bounce away. Nate up next. Beat by Red Guy again, who gets another touchdown field. That'll force Jared back. He'll go off his corner. Over one. Beat by a second. And Nate is needed for the save. Red Guy popping it up again. Banks around one. Jared another bang downfield. Mello gets up early and knocks it away. Jared now around the outside centering. Banks trying to get it out. Won't happen. Red Guy downfield again. Nate knocking it in. It'll bounce down off the back wall. Code now out off the corner. Jared looking for a double. Won't find it. Nate now off the back wall. Down towards net, but Mello clears it away. Nate now bouncing it up yet again. Looking for an air dribble out towards Jared. They'll get a pinch, but it'll go wide to the corner. Jared out again. Code out off the corner. Red Guy won't connect on that one. Now cleared downfield. Jared playing it across, but it won't do much. Code now up off the right side. Jared. This one knocked down. Banks now around the corner. Nate trying to follow it up. He'll get a catch down the sideline. Looking for another play, but it's dunked in by Red Guy. Jared now another shot. Very similar to game 2 here, as New York have definitely had more pressure, but no one has scored. Code now looks for one more touch, and that'll beat Jared. A communication breakdown as Nate cheats out too far, and it's a free goal for Havana. They'll get first blood yet again. Code steals it from Jared, and then Nate just cheats up and watches it fly over him. Just over half the game left to play, and the Highflyers find themselves with a lead. Code now waiting under it. It's 50'd out to the side. Nate trying to pop it around. Pass down. There's the equalizer. New York get it back quickly. Nate a good pass, and this time Jared's mid to receive. 10 seconds all it takes. And so we have a brand new ball game. Red Guy trying to possess the air dribble. He'll get pull shot, but it'll pop wide to the corner. Banks now trying to center it down, but it's pretty cleanly played away by Jared. Nate now no boost, trying to play a 50 himself. It'll pop up to the ceiling, 2 in the air. Good shot, but Jared's there to save it. Now is there a counter? No, it's cleared right into Mello. Jared still with it, will get another 50, but Banks is up uncontested. So get it out towards mid as now Code is up, dropping back down, played down the middle. Nate off the back wall, bouncing down, but played to the side. Jared now on it again. This one bouncing back, and Nate will play it downfield, high in the air, dropping down, played out to the side. Jared now another one dropped in. Played off the back wall, this one will bounce down. Jared trying to chase on it, it'll bounce off the left wall. Now Banks looking for a shot. Nate out off the left wall. Banks trying to drop it in. Jared trying to get it away. Now Jared another one centered out. Mello dropping it down. There's a demo, and it's open. Mello walks it in as Red Guy finds his target. And Havana lead again. 73 left to go. Nate now out off the right wall. Banks trying to center it. Code off the backboard, cleared away by Banks. Jared will be forced to catch it back, but he's out of boost. He's awkward. Banks will look for a 50. It'll end up with Nate, but now Nate gets bumped off it, and it's free for Red Guy. Red Guy's touch is dunked by Nate, but it's still awkward for New York as Jared, a big 50 to get that one. Nate now clearing it away again. Caught down, 50'd back. Jared to the back wall. Code can't reach it. Banks off the right side, bouncing down to Nate. Nate wide, double wide again. Code, how about a third time? The exact same post. New York can't find it on target. This one floating, but Red Guy will pop it out to the side. Code gets beat. Banks walks it downfield. 3-1. Havana double their lead and may have just secured match point. It is 3-1. It is a 2-goal lead, and with only 15 seconds, it will surely not be enough time for New York. They just get outplayed again. They are just unable to score again. And as the clock reads zeros, it'll be the Havana Highflyers. 1 game away from shutting down the nightmare. The shots will be pretty even, but it'll be Havana taking it 11-10. And they'll get 2 extra goals out of it. And so as everyone readies up and we move on quickly, it's game number 4. Utopia Coliseum. Havana 1 game away from the upset, but can they close it out? Match point is not a match win. Can they find that one last game, or can New York clean it up, actually score, and keep themselves alive in the series? This one just shot downfield. Jared looking for a play, will pop it downfield. Banks now off the sidewall again. It'll be Code racing in. He'll go even on another 50, and he'll pinch it forward now. Red Guy the other way. That might have been one more. But it is Nate who's able to dive back and get the touch out to the side as we hear a trade of demos. Jared now trying to go for a 50. It'll end up with Nate, who will play it back over to Jared. Jared off the back wall, double in front, but it just floats across and there's no one there to shoot it. Banks now up in the air again. Code down off the corner, centering out. Nate blocked away. Now Jared off the corner again. A Red Guy trying to drop it down, but it pops over one. Now off the left side. Banks trying to play it across. Nate gonna get bumped out. Mello just gonna go over that one as Jared tries to pop it up, but again, non-threatening, and Red Guy dunks it in. This time, however, he will just barely miss out on the demo as we see one for the other side, but it won't connect. And Banks will get another save away. Finally, though, Jared finds an opening. Code bangs it forward. That puts pressure on. Nate passes it down. Jared snipes the right side of net. And just like that, it is 1-0 for New York. Full demo making things awkward as Nate got bumped to the backboard, but it kind of puts him in position for this one. A tough spot for that 50, but he is able to make it as now Code bangs it off the corner, dropping down. It'll be Jared bouncing in. 2-0. Jared gets another. And New York double their lead. Jared now another 50. It'll bounce up the right side. Code trying to dive across. He'll find Jared. Won't have a shot. He'll try to drive it down. It's right at Banks, and Mello is there. 50'd high across again now. Jared chasing it over to the left side as this one centered across to Mello. Now popped up. Red guy off backboard. Shot across, not in. Nate now around the outside again. He'll get the bang downfield. Jared down off the corner. Now out off the left side again. Code looking for the play down. Nate up already. Now Code there. Redirect will get off the post. Jared diving in, even on another 50. Banks now gets over Nate and over Code as well. Now only Jared back, but they kind of give it up to him. Now this one's cleared away. Now centered down. Banks will try to play it away. Jared now off the right side again. Red guy trying to play it forward. Nate looking for it downfield, and Banks will get a clear away. Code another one pop forward. 2 minutes left to go. New York holding their 2-goal lead. And we'll see if they're able to close it out, as we've definitely settled into a more back and forth, slower game, which again, once your team already has the lead, especially a multi-goal lead, can be pretty okay. This one gets wide into the corner. Now following down, Code plays it out to the side. Red guy trying to recenter it. Now dunked down off the ceiling again. Mello off the right side. Banks, another 50. Mello off the back wall, bouncing out again. Nate up towards the ceiling. Red guy diving in, looks for the drop down. It's wide for the moment, and then Nate gets a clear away. Jared is on it. That one is wide, and it's popped away by Mello. Now it's Code left alone, but he'll get up and get that touch back down. Banks now there for the catch. He'll get the flick over as Red guy's there, but his touch is a little bit wayward out to the sidewall. Nate now already on it. This one cleared across towards Code. He'll get the touchdown just wide of the net, and it's brought down by Mello. Mello off the right wall, dunked back in by Jared. Jared looking for a teammate, but no one really there, and that touch a little bit heavy, although Code will be there to catch it. He'll go from the sidewall, playing it forward, bouncing down. Nate is there. 3-0. That is a 3-goal lead for New York. Now this one banged forward again. It'll bounce back down in front of the net. Havana need a goal soon, but they will not get it. It's Nate with another clear. It is more time wasted. And as it runs down lower, Nate will get another center. Jared off of Nate. It'll go wide. But most importantly, look at the score. Look at the time. New York with their backs against the wall. Show up. Put up 3. Maintain a shutout. And send us all the way to game number 5. One last game to keep 3 teams' hopes at clinching this week alive, as New York outshoot them 8-2, outscore them 3-0, and erase their advantage in the series. And so I make my way all the way down the alphabet because there's only one map we could go to next. As we load in game number 5 on Champions Field. Our series just ended here about an hour ago, and so why not have another? New York with the momentum, New York the favorites coming in, but it only matters so much now. Havana just the same with one game win can send them down to 3-4. Mello pops it into the corner. Jared off the right wall. He'll try to send it downfield. Nate will try to cut in, but he doesn't have much boost and he won't be able to do anything with it. Code now moving in. He's low as well, looking for a 50. It's a flick across, but it's wide of the net, and Mello will get the clear away. Jared jumping up next. He'll play it off the left wall. Little awkward for Red Guy, but now Nate gets too close. Nate now popping it up off the corner again. He'll look for the air dribble downfield, almost getting it over Banks. Mello off the back wall again, trying to stay high, but he falls too low, and Jared will get another clear away. Won't get that dunk, though. It'll be Nate instead. He'll get it around the outside. Red Guy diving in, bouncing down. Code just barely plays it wide. Down the sideline. Played around the outside. Mello trying to get it away again. Nate, another one down into the corner. Jared up off the back wall. Mello trying to catch it. Looking for a play away. Code off the right side. Off the right wall by Nate. Looking for a pass across. It'll drop down towards Code. 50'd off the corner again. Mello's already there. He'll get a catch. Now look to cut it out as Red Guy's waiting mid. Out of boost though, and he won't get much as Jared dunks it away. Banks already diving back in though. It's off the back wall. Red Guy a little bit too close. Does get a piece back to Banks, but it's saved away again. Mello now off the right side as Havana are setting up shop in the blue half. But it'll only last so long because Code gets to clear away. Nate not going to be able to jump at this one, though, as Banks gets it downfield yet again. He waits under it. He gets a flick, but Jared's already there. Nate, another one downfield. He'll follow behind it. He'll get the dunk back down. Bouncing up high. Jared's shot cleared away by Banks. Code up the left wall. 50 down. Nate is there, but it's saved by Mello. Good reaction as he backflips that one up high. Back to Code. Banks again. New York the ones threatening now, but still scoreless. Down off the ceiling, Jared trying to clear it away. This one downfield. Red Guy trying to get it away. Now cleared away. Code looking to play it away. Jared the catch. It's out off the left wall. Nate now on it again. Looking for the play forward. It's down wide off the back wall. Now Banks getting it away again. Jared around the corner won't get a piece of it, but Nate will swoop in for the touch. Nate now another one cleared away. Red Guy up towards the ceiling. Code looking to pass it down. Banks there to get it away again. Jared now off the right side. Red Guy still waiting under it, looking for a flick, but Code will block it out wide. Now still on it. He'll pinch it up in the air. Playing it downfield. Banks will get a block. Nate up next. 50 down off the ceiling. Bouncing forward, but Red Guy gets it away. Nate will recenter. Where's the next shot? Jared gets beat. Code now getting dunked. It's off the left wall. Mello will send it along downfield. Red Guy pops it up. Is there another touch as Jared just barely clips that one? Red Guy now up the right side again, trying away with it. He'll get the pinch forward. It's falling. It's in. Red Guy breaks the gridlock. And Havana get a late first blood. As Jared has an argument with the post and he loses. Now 76 seconds to go. And in a back and forth game, the pressure is on New York, who now need a goal. Jared won't connect on that one, but he'll cut back in. It's just barely wide, and there's no one there to send it back in. Code now a bang up into the corner once more, looking to pass it back. Jared gets beat. Nate gets dunked. Low boost on Code. He'll pop it forward, but Mello's already there. Nate now over one, but Red Guy's there, and he'll beat Nate. Code backwards, knocks it down. Red Guy goes under him. Jared will pop it out. He'll get a touchdown. Mello will take it away. Code winning the 50 back forward, dunked back across. Jared cutting in, 50 out to the left side. Nate, the read, the goal, tie game. Jared 50s it, Nate pops it, reads it, dunks it home. And we have parity with 24 seconds in game number 5. We're gonna win the race to the boost as Nate's already up, but he overran it. It's Banks there. It's Banks to score. Nate gets the goal, but he gives it right back. Code unable to get there. It's just a mistake. And now with 18 seconds left to go, Banks will get a miss as well, but Jared beat to the ball. Code trying to bring it down. Over to Nate, but that is just a useless clear to Banks. Banks down off the ceiling. New York need to do it at 0, and they won't get a chance. Havana shut them down. They shut down every team trying to clinch. By the way, let me take the outline off this. Bang. I was trying to do it quick because I always do it before the stats show since everyone leaves anyway. But, oh boy. I mean, honestly, unfortunate for me because I like teams clinching and I like, like the scenarios and stuff. However, also fantastic from a league perspective and everything else. Because here's the thing. If New York won this game and then Santa Carla won tomorrow, with 2 full weeks left to play, the top 6 and the bottom 4 would have been locked. Then there are no more scenarios, everything figured out. And so this way, now I will still be looking in to if, say, like Steinhatchee and Arcadia, there's a way that maybe they are still eliminated, whatever. But, I mean, at the very least, not everything will be figured out. And that is great for the league. And so we'll see, as we will ask about an interview, of course. By the way, that ended up with a tied goal differential, as they each scored 10 goals in that series. And so we'll see if we have an interview. But, I mean, that is a big win for Havana, showing they can beat a pretty good team. And, I mean, you look at their schedule again, they play the Scallops next week. Definitely will be a tough one against Chicago in the final week, but if they can take down, I mean, they probably need to take down the Scallops, and then they need help from Miami to beat New York next week. And if they do that, they're probably not in a bad spot. But hey, we'll see, as we are going to have an interview, and so we'll be back in just one moment. And we are back with Havana. A very close 5-game win. How's it feel to be back in the win column?
First off, Doggo, I'd like to say, what do you mean back? I'm pretty sure this is like the first time this season we've been here.
I mean, it's your second win, but it's been a while.
It's the second one.
I think you won in week 5.
I don't think we won in week 5.
It might have been 2. I think it was week 2. Because you beat Arcadia.
I think it's 1 or 2.
You beat Arcadia in week 2 because you went 1-0, 1-1.
It was Matt. Yeah.
Yeah, because I remember making the recap showing like the full season that you guys have had a 1 in your record after every week. Because it was 0-1, 1-1, and then straight losses down to this.
You know, you don't have to rub it in, right, Doggo?
Hey, you got the win. You're back on the board.
Thank goodness. All right, so what is our chance? Who are we playing in the play-ins? That's my question to you. Are we even going to make the play-ins?
Well, you're guaranteed play-in, obviously.
Okay. So yeah, who do you think we're going to play?
Probably Arcadia. I mean, now, to be fair, you
are
are 1 game behind New York, and you just beat New York. There's a chance you could make top 6 directly.
There's no... Doggo,
it's
let's
low.
Let's be realistic here.
But If Miami beat New York next week and you win next week, there's a chance. Because you
Who are
both
we
have
playing next week?
you play Scallops. Then you play Chicago. That's probably cooked. Playable. Maybe cooked.
No. We got that.
I'll be honest, with the new wheel setup, I'm feeling good, you know?
Okay.
The buttons are all there.
Okay.
I mean, you know, we're it's more like real life, you know what I'm saying? Like you just sit down and you feel immersed in the game.
So I'd say
like all of you controller plebs, you know.
Realistically, you play Arcadia. Maybe Steinhatchee if Miami finish above you, which is possible. I mean, Miami play New York and Steinhatchee. You play Steinhatchee and Chicago. So it's possible Miami finish above you.
It's
then
doable.
You probably play Scallops, but yeah.
Okay. So it's doable is what I'm hearing.
Mm-hmm. So
boys, our playoff teams are alive.
Lock in.
Yeah, I mean, we can skip straight to it and then maybe go back, but how do you feel about Steinhatchee next week then?
Anyone else want to take this question?
I think we got it.
Bro, the cam was flowing today. Like, what? I mean, the cam was flowing today. I mean,
it was.
We can take down the world at this point, you know?
Yeah.
No warm up.
Minus Hollow. No warm up. All of us hopped on after the start time. Like, my game finished downloading. I kid you not, I started my download at 9 p.m. and it finished at 10:07.
Not ideal.
We were locked.
L internet.
I was debating about pulling out the laptop and playing game 1 on the laptop.
He had them both ready.
Hey, it would have worked. At least it would have been it. No. Going back to this series, did you guys expect to win going in? Like, was there the confidence there? Okay.
Not gonna lie, we were playing for fun, and then we came out 4-0 in the first game, and then we're like, okay, we actually might have a chance.
And then we started locking it. You know.
Then from there, did you believe the rest of the way, or did it get a little bit scary once they brought it to game 5?
When we were, I'll be honest, game 4, like we were down 0-2. I was just like actually happy playing Rocket League. That was like peak moment. I'm like, I don't care what happens in the rest of the game. I'm actually happy playing this game, you know?
That's crazy.
And then boom, we come out and we win. Golly, it's hype, you know?
Yeah. Absolutely.
After we scored the goal, we kind of I was kind of like, yeah, we can win this.
And then
walking the rest of the way.
And I mean, what a set of game 5 goals it was.
It was. Yeah, it literally was.
One okay goal, and then Matt decided to, or not Matt, Nate decided to, you know, put his head in the game. Nice goal, and then he took his head right back out of the game.
I mean,
it was not a nice
he
goal.
earned the goal, and then he gave it back. Unfortunately,
exactly.
Yeah, he did.
And then which one of you was it? Nearly gave him right on back with another miss.
It was Bangs.
Bangs.
He's like, oh, I missed.
Yeah.
Oh, we're just giving it back to him.
That's great comms right there.
Yeah, the count right now is dialed. We're playing off of vibes, happiness. I mean, I would say beer, but I'm not 21, so we're doing exactly. I got my Diet Coke right next to me. It's vibes.
Absolutely. I do think
that's the momentum we're taking into next game, Doggo. No matter who we play, we're bringing the best vibes on any of the team here.
You might just beat Hanoi.
That's how we play. Exactly. Honestly, if their mental's already gone, if Lemon's deciding to like play out his 8th grade football game, we might have a chance at the 2v3.
8th grade. I don't know if he's in chat for this one, but he missed that. All right. I do think that's about all I have for you guys, though. So congratulations on the win, and good luck next week.
Thank you, Doggo.
Thank you for the cast.
Absolutely. All right, and that will do it for our final game tonight. We got 2 more left to go in the week. Both will be tomorrow. Still waiting on a time to get figured out exactly for the Denver KC series, but if one otherwise isn't decided, it'll be at 8 p.m., so make sure you watch out for that. And then Prism will conclude at 11 after that. So, there's your schedule for tomorrow. But we hope to see you back then, because that does it for tonight. Your final score here, one last time. Havana 3, New York 2. We'll see you back tomorrow to wrap up week 7.